morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. It's the beginning of the week that I'm going to worry about for the rest of the week. Basically, on Friday, flying down to Florida. But on top of that, tonight I have a get-together with a friend. We're going to discuss our trip to Vegas in August. Tomorrow is pie baking day because on Thursday we're going to another friend's house to meet his daughter, which is a whole nother wonderful journey that he didn't see coming and I found delightful. So, so a bunch of different things are happening this week. I'm going to be social. Right now though, I'm starting to wonder if this is going to work for me or not. I don't know, we'll find out. I've got the camera set up back there. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. We're gonna do the chocolate orange. We're gonna heat up these, which means I do need my Pyrex because we're gonna heat up the old basket here. This is the naked one, so that seemed to work really well. And then I think also what we found worked really well was a very, like a 25, a very coarse espresso grind, coarser than we normally do, which is around like a 17 or 18 down here. So I don't know how this is going to go. It's definitely going to be weird. This is not meant for espresso. This is meant for pour-overs and steeping. And I didn't really mention, but when we went down to Nashville, I did an overnight steep in the French press with the pistachio, and it turned out really nice. It was a high octane, but it tasted really good. Got me down to Nashville after leaving at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's an interesting, fun drive, but it sure is a 6-hour drive to get down there. But we had a wonderful time, which I have discussed previously. So we went to see the new Superman on Sunday night in a packed theater full of people who were anxious to see the movie because the only person that really spoke up was a small child who was worried about the dog. And I thought that was absolutely lovely. His mother looked at him and said, "If they hurt the dog too much, I'll walk out with you." Because he must have said, "If they hurt Crypto, I'm going to walk out." In his toddler-like voice. And she said, "If they hurt Crypto, I will walk out with you," which I thought was very endearing. And I would highly recommend, if you've not seen it, you should definitely go see it. It is an excellent movie. It is colorful. It is full of life. It is full of fun. It is hilarious. It is harrowing. It is, it ends like ye stories of old, kind of wrapped up, you know? Ambiguous to a small little point where, hey, they could go on with it if they wanted to, but it was a movie. It was a movie wrapped completely, you know? And it was excellent. And I would highly recommend folks, whether you love comic books, whether you love science fiction, whether you love comedy, whether you love spectacle, to definitely go and watch it because, I mean, I shouldn't have to tell you to go watch it. You know if you're going to go watch it or not. But yes, I would highly recommend it. It was great. I won't do any spoilers. I mean, other than to say, you know, the mother and child sitting next to us. Other than that, I mean, it was a packed audience and it was a quiet audience. They laughed when they should have laughed. They gasped when they felt that they should have gasped. They just watched this amazing spectacle with a lot of joy and hope and excitement. And you know, it was good, you know. And I have my complaints about the Superman prior to this. I think Henry Cavill was an amazing Superman. I think there could have been a lot of things done differently with that Superman. I think the first Man of Steel was incredibly bleak, and I think he attempted to make it too real in like our world, which you can't do. You can't do that. You can't put somebody steeped in comic book lore in the real world, because in the real world, I don't care how much Jonathan Kent puts his hand up to say, "Don't come and save me from this obviously savable thing. I'm saving my father. There were a lot of decisions. I love the movie. I thought it was great. There were several parts, including the ending, which I thought was just way too much for what Superman is. You know, it was too much. So there specific things, and it doesn't matter enough right now to warrant going on and on and on about. But at the same time, you know, those things exist, and I'm aware of them. So we'll get this, so it gets heated up. We'll heat up our brew chamber, get that stoked and going. So yes, highly recommend. Highly recommend. You go watch the new Superman movie. It is full of joy and hope, and it's colorful. It's so colorful. It's like one of those paintings that you just go and you're like, that's an explosion of color. My eyes have to take like 5 minutes to digest every ounce of beauty, and especially, and I hate harping on it again. I hate going back on it, but boy, the color palette in the Superman movies after Christopher Reeve, because his was always colorful and larger than life, and you know the stakes were great, and so after that they all just became dark and moody and muted. And there's Indy. Speaking of all those things, how you doing, buddy? You want some coffee? No, he doesn't like coffee either. He doesn't like it when the machines make noise. Poor buddy. I'm going to miss you for 10 days. Yes, but you're still here now, aren't you? Clean my poops. So, yes, I mean, there's, there are people that enjoy a certain kind of thing, and there are people that don't enjoy a certain kind of thing, and they enjoy something different. And hey, welcome to diversity. You know, sorry. Sorry to hear about your being upset at diversity, you know. So, yeah, it was a spectacle. Chocolate orange. Lovely. Probably not going to make a good espresso, but we're going to give it the old college try. Wow, that fills up really fast. These bones are These bones are coated. These beans are coated with something that makes them chocolate orange, and you're done. So I'm very glad to hear. Which makes them ultra slippery, but not greasy. There's some coffees, like what I got from the Columbus Coffee Festival thing. That's about 17 grams. Yeah, we'll put one more bean in there. There was just the one. There was the one that was like dark, and it was greasy, and it was just not. I think it really upset my stomach because of how greasy it was. So, all right, so these are warmed up. This is warmed up. Let's get this in here so I can get the water out. The boiling hot water out. Everything should be warmed up and ready to go. Like I said, I'm going to activate the camera back there and see how that goes. All right, so we've got this. Let's get this going. I cleaned this all out, which was kind of necessary because the other one has a coating on it, so the burrs definitely needed to be scraped off. Well, brushed off, I guess, with a wire brush. We're at a 25, which I found to work really well with the other one, and I would assume all of these are roasted in similar ways. So we shall see, Zur. We shall see. You on. Smells really nice as a as an espresso. So guess I didn't clean this off the last time I used it here. Let's just give it a little wipe down. Everything else is clean. I cleaned up the cup, in the interior, the portafilters. Everything's had a good clean up. So, my tamper. There, it's over there. It's behind my limes. I'm gonna make a key lime pie for my friends on Thursday. So I've got limes to take care of. little bit of a turn. Squeeze. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. This should be interesting, to say the least. You go up in there. All right, let's get our water in. It's always exciting. It's probably going to be incredibly bitter if I had, you know, it's going to be weird. It's going to be a weird number one. Number two, it's probably going to be pretty bitter. So it'll be interesting to see. I got coffee all over the place back there, to see what happens. So let's load the chamber. As you do. Start our timer. And then let's get our press on here. Like I said, this is the naked portafilter. I'm hoping, here we go. I'm hoping for as much fun as the one got us last week. There's all of our crema. There's not a lot of pressure to be had here, unfortunately. Probably should have backed it up again, and then when it had to go through one more time. I'll just do it this way. Get ourselves up to a 36, 37, and then 37 grams. And then give ourselves a little bit of a taste here. See, with the pistachio, you got a lot of wonderful pistachio smell from the manual rock here. Here you're just getting a lot of weird chemical smell. Oh, yeah. How weird and awkward. It smells like chemicals. Which, you know, is not surprising. Like I said, they coat this with I'm sure it's some kind of extracts, backed up with some kind of a flavor that is artificial, because it's like natural and artificial flavors. So you can get away with saying natural most of the time because it's coffee, and coffee has a natural flavor. But yeah, I don't think this is not as nice as the pistachio. I'm going to back this down a couple of beats here to like a 22. I'm going to see what this does. All right, let's pull this out of here. My smaller one, I guess my smaller one's in the wash. It needs to be washed. So that's my 2-cup Pyrex rather than my 1 cup. All right, let's squeeze the rest of this out of here. Disappointing, but not unexpected. Like I said, this stuff is yeah, there we go. It's not meant for this. And on top of that, the beans are coated. So I don't know what that's going to honestly bring to the table. I was pleasantly surprised with the pistachio. It can't be that way for all of them. So, especially with the different types of stuff that you have to run, you know, like chemical-wise, to get the flavor profile that you're looking for. I mean, there's a lot of different things. Eyedroppers full of stuff. So I'm going to do one more try. I don't know if I want to do the. I don't know if I want to do the chocolate orange yet. I'm using too many paper towels. I need to slow down my paper towel roll. I don't know. I like it tidy. I'm weird, I guess. All right. Let's see. Do one more for funsies here. Do the 17-gram shuffle again. It doesn't smell as organic as the pistachio one does. The mustachio is just, I'm gonna back it down one more notch. The pistachio one tastes a little bit more organic. I don't know if that's weird to say or not. This definitely smells a lot more industrial, a lot more processed. Even more so now that, interesting. Still hot, still hot. Perfect. Everything's still hot and ready to go. Oops. There we go. Let's spread back in there a little bit. Oh, I don't know if there's a post-credit scene, but there is a mid-front credit scene that's actually kind of cute. So definitely stay around for that if you go and watch it. Which, again, you should. You should go and watch it because it's a lot of fun. I liked The Man of Steel. There were lots of aspects to The Man of Steel. I really liked Batman vs. Superman, The Dawn of Justice, but not the original one, like the Ultimate Edition or the Director's Cut or whatever they called it. You know, I liked that. Again, very muted color palette, which kind of grates me the wrong way because that's not comic books. But, you know, it's fine for what it is. Let's try this again. I'm going to do the let it go, and I'm going to, when it starts going, I'm going to bring the arms back up and start pushing again. This is definitely a lot harder to push this time, so let's get it back up here. All right. And, oh yeah, this is a lot harder to push. Wow. Look at the pressure gauge. Look how far up it's going. Just 2 ticks. 2 ticks down made the pressure go that crazy. Because that's around 7. Oh, look at it drop fast though. Ooh. Once again, we're going to have a really bitter not where I want it to be. That bums me out. You think you got it for something, and then it... I do like how much crema's on top of it, though. It's kind of nice. I don't know if I want to drink it or not. Let's back it up. Give it a little bit more of a squeeze to get the rest of it to come out here. All right. 37. 36.5. Sure. And again, it's like I'm discovering this with the beans now. The nostalgia when it hit me the first time, I'm like, oh, that smells so wonderful. This just smells like kind of chemically. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, there's no chocolate orange taste in that at all. It's gone. It's just bitter, unpleasant. Not great. And again, you know, I kind of put everything where I felt it should have been from the last week. I'm gonna use a cup that fits under here. Guess I didn't time it that time, did I? Very strange. But then again, completely different chemicals put on, you know, and I apologize for saying the word chemicals. But it's kind of what it is, right? I mean, it's chemicals. It's stuff. The coffee's roasted, and then stuff is put on it during the roasting process. And whereas it's great in a pour over, and I'm sure a lot of them are that way. I'm sure the more chocolatey ones are probably really good with this and this kind of method, espresso, but it's not chocolate orange, unfortunately. So that's too bad. But to be honest, probably not that surprising to a lot of people. That's closed. All right, I'm gonna fill up the chamber here. I'm gonna pass just heated water through the head here. We'll do it with this so that I can get all of the coffee out of it as much as I can here. There we go. Because we will not be doing that again. Unfortunate. But that's how you learn. You try things like that, and it is not good for me. Maybe for you it'll be great. For me, not so much. Anyway, thank you for sitting through this trial today. Tomorrow we'll do the clever. I've got the clever sitting up there all washed and cleaned out and ready to go. We'll do the clever tomorrow with a, let's see, where's that grind sitting at? I want to say about a 70. Probably do us pretty well. I also, on Thursday, which we should have time for that coffee on Thursday, I got a really cool, it's another volcanic, it's a volcanic reserve from El Salvador. San Miguel Volcanic is the region. It's a medium roast. It's a 4,100 feet elevation. It's got some really nice notes and whatnot. It's a small batch coffee. Even has instructions on how to do it, man. The guys that were there at the booth were very into coffee, and they were giving out free samples. And I got the sample of this, and I thought, wow, that tastes really nice. They did percolation for their samples. So we'll use the clever on it. We'll also use it in an espresso. Because you can do that, it says here with this. Grind your beans just before brewing. Huh? Use a medium grind for drip coffee, coarse grind for French press, or a fine grind for espresso. Sounds good. So yeah, so this is from El Salvador, and it's a volcanic reserve. It was grown on the side of a volcano, just like the Koa. So I'm pretty excited to do that. That was at a, did they have a QR code? Here's the QR code. If you are interested, give it a scan. And of course, they have a Best Buy date, which is good. Thank you for watching today. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you're looking forward to that tomorrow and Thursday. We'll talk more about everything a little later. But until then, Superman. Highly recommend it. It's great. Definitely go watch it. Colorful as all get out. It's a feast for the senses. And I laughed a lot, and there were a lot of really poignant parts that I thought made a lot of sense. So go in with an open mind, and hopefully you get out of it what you put into it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.